Let's take a couple of moments in this video and we'll check out the 31 band EQ built into your Pioneer SPH-10BT when you're using the SmartSync app. Okay, so I've got the SmartSync app connected, you can see, and I'm on the AM/FM radio source, but this could be any of the audio sources. And I'm going to get to the equalizer settings by touching the gears up here. And under the gears, let's go over to sound effects. So at the top of sound effects, you can see we have 31 band EQ. Let's touch that and open that window. Now, this doesn't show me a 31 band EQ right out of the gate. It shows me a number of different options. The first option is some factory presets for the equalizer. So, for example, I have the super bass setting, and I can choose the powerful setting. Here's dynamic and natural and vocal. Great for listening to a ball game, brings out voices. Here's the vivid setting that's a little bit higher and a little bit lower at the ends. And then we have custom number 1 and custom number 2 here at the bottom. We also have a flat setting, which is no changes to the equalizer at all. So I can choose any of these EQ settings, and if any one of them sounds good in your vehicle, that's great. You don't have to do anything else. But we also have some very powerful tools built into the system to help customize that equalizer setting and customize the sound in your vehicle. So let's scroll down here to custom number 1. And when we choose custom number 1, there's a couple of things going on. We have the simple setting and a detailed setting. Let's start off with the simple setting. So we'll choose simple, we got to say OK to the caution here, and this brings up a simple 3-band EQ, or a bass, mid, and treble control. So I can grab any one of these. So let's see, there's the bass, a little lower in bass. We'll add a little more bass into the system. We can boost the mid or cut the mid down, and the same thing with the high setting. Bring it down here, bring it back up, whatever makes you happy here. You can make your bass, mid, and treble controls. Now this is my full 31 band EQ, but it's using very broad controls, just 3 simple controls of bass, mid, and treble. If you'd like to do a little bit more adjustment than that, let's go back. And we'll go over to the detailed setting. Now please note, we're still on custom number 1 here. So this is the detailed setting now. And under the detailed setting, I can see my full 31 band EQ here. So this is 20 hertz down at the bottom on the left here, and 20,000 hertz over here. So this is the full audio spectrum, and I have a 31 band EQ to work with. Now this is sort of the overall setting, and I can drag my finger across the screen here to create any EQ curve that I like. And you can see that I'm adjusting the equalizer frequencies up or down just by dragging my finger across the screen. If I want to get into more detail here, I'm going to touch the magnifying glass button. By touching the magnifying glass button, I bring up 31 bands of individual frequencies that can be adjusted in this EQ. So across the bottom here are frequencies, and you can see that these are frequencies that show octaves. So from 20 hertz here to 40 is 1 octave, from 40 to 80 is an octave, 80 to 160 is an octave. We'll drag this over a little. From 160 to 315 is just shy 5 hertz short of an octave. And from 315 to 630 is an octave. 630 to 1.25 is just above 1 octave. And we'll come over here from 1.25 to 2.5 is an octave. 2.5 to 5K is an octave. 5 to 10 is an octave, and from 10 to 20 is an octave. And now inside each of these octaves, and it doesn't matter which one you look at. So let's go to 5K to 10K, that's 1 octave, we have 3 frequency adjustments. So we have the adjustment at 5K here. We can move that up or down. The next one is 6.3. The next one is 8. And the one above that is 10. So in each octave, we have 3 adjustments for the EQ, and this is commonly known as a 1/3 octave EQ because there are 3 adjustments inside each octave throughout the entire spectrum. So let's drag this back here. Now, I can't drag my finger across the screen here the way I did with the previous control. With this control, it's very precise, so I need to grab any given frequency and adjust that frequency compared to the others. So we're making some adjustments here. We'll make adjustments at 80 hertz. Let's drag this over. We'll make some adjustments at 630 hertz and at 1250. We'll make some more adjustments at 5,000 and 10,000, and another adjustment here. If at any time you've messed this up and you want to start over, you can press the reset button, and that will change everything back to flat. And we can go back here and make an adjustment. 25 hertz is a plus 12. And you can see 63 hertz is a minus 9. Let's come out here. 315 hertz, we made it to plus 11. And 1.25 kilohertz, we made it a minus 8. And these are just examples here. 5 kilohertz is a plus 10. And again, I can reset whenever I'd like. We can go back. And that takes me back to the more broad settings that I used before, where I can drag my finger across the screen, or I can go back to custom 1, custom 2, and the other presets. Now I can do the same thing here with custom number 2. I can get into simple settings for custom number 2, or I can get into those more detailed settings in custom number 2 here as well. When you're done making your EQ settings, you can hit the X to escape.